Hello and welcome to the Wargame Explorer, the channel formerly known as Robison Wells Hobby Terrain. My name is Robison Wells, and this is the Wargame Explorer. If you're new here, let me give you some idea of what to expect. On this channel, I am exploring wargames, as the name would suggest, but I do it primarily through terrain. That is my original love, I started out in model railroading, got into scenic terrain building, and really love that kind of thing, but I also love wargaming, and so you're going to see combinations of wargaming and terrain building, such as this Battle of Brandywine Creek from the American Revolution, or this Warhammer 40k Custa's Last Stand, Big Boss Custa's Last Stand, or this 1/35th scale World War I mini diorama, or this 1/35th scale Stalingrad diorama. Some of these you can see are obviously taken directly from war games, and some of them are model making kits. I do both on this channel, but what I am really fascinated with is miniatures and war games. But the truth is that terrain projects take time, and so I can't put out a terrain project every week. Of course, I could do scatter terrain projects, and I do some of them, such as this project here, which is of some World War II tank traps, where I was testing out a static grass applicator that I had just gotten, and I do some of that. So every week I will put out a video, but not every video is going to be about making terrain. Some of the videos are going to be me painting stuff, but make no mistake, this is not a painting channel. I am not a good painter. That is one of the main reasons why this is called the Wargame Explorers, because this is my journey of discovery through learning how to become better, improving myself. I'm always trying to be a better painter, to be a better model maker. I try out new techniques. That static grass applicator, that's the first time I ever used a static grass applicator, and I shocked myself with that static grass applicator, as you can see here. So, I am making wargame terrain, I'm making wargame models. I hardly ever play the games. There's one battle report on this channel that I did with my daughter, who is amazing, who also has her own YouTube channel that I will link to in the bottom in the comments below. Her name is Blinky. And, but I did the one battle report. I'm probably not going to do many more because it's a beast to edit. And I applaud all those who make battle reports on a regular basis, because that takes some time and some energy. So there's probably not going to be a lot of battle reports, and the honest thing is, I don't play these games very much. I am in this hobby for making terrain, for making models, for painting. I wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and I paint every morning until I start work at 8 a.m. So 3 hours of painting every single day, with the intent of getting better and creating good habits, which is, again, not to say I'm good at this. I am learning all the time, and I struggle. And this is going to be a channel about my struggles. But none of that really tells you what this channel is about. What this channel is about is me doing something, making a model, painting a piece of terrain, painting miniatures, but talking about something I find interesting out of life. In that way, it is kind of like a vlog. I will talk about the recent Cursed City fiasco, bungled release. I will talk about AK Interactive's really bad PR disaster nightmare where they tried to use Holocaust footage to sell their weathering pigment. I will talk about creativity, and the motivation to create art and where the desire for art comes from. I'll talk about all of these things as I am making the hobby, and that's really what the channel is about the hobby as a backdrop to me talking about things that I find interesting. What can you expect in the near future? Well, I just finished painting the Warhammer Quest Cursed City box, and so I am going to be painting a Cursed City, not the game Cursed City. Yes, I'm going to use the models because they're gorgeous models, but I thought, what better way to display Cursed City models than to create an actual Cursed City with some good 3D printed Cursed City terrain, a mausoleum, a hag's hut, awesome stuff like this. So I'm going to create a Cursed City. I'm also currently working on a Seraphon Lizardmen army that I'm really excited about. So there's going to be some jungle terrain coming up. There is also going to be a 1/35th scale 101st Division Airborne recreation of a scene from the Band of Brothers Market Garden episode. I have that coming up. I also have a terrain build for the Battle of Agincourt. So it's really everywhere. It's medieval, it's World War II, it's modern, it's future. Yes, I was 100% dyed-in-the-wool Games Workshop for a long time, but as I have become more of a Wargame Explorer, I have ventured out now where I have my biggest armies are probably bolt action. I have so much bolt action. Every country, every faction, every division, every unit type, I love bolt action. Black Powder. I've got the Battle of Waterloo. I've got the American Revolution. I've got the Civil War, the American Civil War. I've gotten into pike and shot with the samurai and enjoying that. I recently did a samurai build. I have gotten into Black Seas. I have gotten into stuff from Wargames Atlantic, from their interesting take on space dwarves. I did a whole build trying to recreate my original love of squats from Warhammer 40k. That's how I really got into this hobby, was with squats in 2nd edition, and Wargames Atlantic put out their own version of space dwarves, and I created them here in this beautiful diorama of a dwarven castle forge mining pit. Perry miniatures. I'm into all of these things. What you won't see on this channel is you won't see me trying really hard to get a lot of likes. Yes, I want your likes, and I want you to follow, and I want you to subscribe, but I'm not really chasing the algorithm. I'm doing this primarily because I love it, and I want to do it because I love it, and I don't want to do it because I'm trying to chase after... I mean, if I wanted to chase after the algorithm, it would be Space Marines every day of the week. But that's not me. Yes, there will be Space Marines. I have a whole chapter of Space Marines I created called the Bloody Skulls, which you can see here. But that's not my focus. My focus is doing this art for art's sake. It's me doing it for the fun of it. Which is not to say I don't appreciate my followers and my subscribers. I absolutely love the people who stick with me through this channel and have followed me from the very start, and have joined me from my daughter's channel and have come over here, and the people who have found me through other venues. I really appreciate all the support. I do have a Patreon, and there are some great perks there, some behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you'd like to join me on this Wargame exploration, please hit the subscribe button and follow me. There are going to be videos every week. In the meantime, stay safe, wear your masks, get vaccinated. I will see you next week.